When Uber releases its self-driving cars and creates a large market value, they will have disrupted the entire automotive industry and many others. For one, people are used to having people driving their cars. So people will be now scared that nobody's driving their car. So to alleviate that in the meantime, the laws and common sense says to have people driving while the cars are still being developed. But the issue is that people themselves are so used to the way that it was, it'll take a long time for them to feel comfortable with a self-driving car. As will the car decide if in an accident to save them or to save any pedestrians or animals? Will it be able to react if something spontaneous happened that was out of anyone's control? Those are all serious questions that people have. But people also feel safer as nobody's driving, so there's nobody to not pay attention. And nobody that can also pose a threat to anybody's safety by being a bad driver. So those people that text and drive, eat and drive, watch movies and drive, seen stuff like that, they would no longer be able to have function over a vehicle. Now, they would also create a huge boom in many other industries, such as computers and other fields that may not even have been developed yet. For example, with computers, they would of course create the need for faster and more powerful computers. But they would also need to be energy efficient, and they would also need to be relatively cheap to produce and to be able to be used by anybody. So they need to be cheap and reliable. And with this, many other things can come from it, such as faster electronics. So your phones would become faster, you would have better battery life on your phones as the chips would be more efficient, requiring less power draw from your device. Other fields could be automated dog walkers. It could be automated lawn care, as well as other industries that aren't even related to anything automotive, such as we could now have better simulations for racing games. You see, the effects of having technology that would force computers and cars to be better would serve us better, as they would have to develop better AI so we could have better search engines. We could have personal helpers that are more human interaction. So there would be more feel like you're talking to a person than a robot that would have set pre answers to any questions, or they would just say, sorry, I cannot answer. So it would want to feel more like Siri, but more you're talking to somebody else. Now, it would also harm many people who work in the industry, such as Uber will now no longer have, they would lose 1 million drivers. So 1 million people would now be out of a job, but it would be replaced with a machine, which is great for Uber because now they increase their profits. as they no longer have to pay anybody to drive their cars. So that is one possible way, and it also would have new employees for software, so it would be new demand for software. So you would have new engineers for hardware that would go along and use the software more efficiently, and it also create more demand for anybody to test hack. So that way they can make sure that nobody can easily get into their systems and put many people's lives at danger. And now the suppliers for it, so other companies such as, Intel, Saab, when it comes back, so Volvo, Chevy, Ford, BMW, Mercedes, all would now have an incentive to develop their cars faster, and they can also sell it to Uber or any other ride sharing company or taxi service that would then allow them to just create more cars and have a different field that are more focused on just the luxuries of the driver or the passengers in this case. So anybody who's riding can feel more comfortable, and so it doesn't have to feel so much like a backseat and more like a nice, really comfortable couch.